Tyler Perry's facing a 9-figure lawsuit surrounding allegations.
I think in the sense of you think it's going to go one way or to be something else.
Tyler Perry's back in the headlines, but not for a new movie. This time it's his ex, Delila Beal, shaking the table with some serious claims. After keeping quiet for years, she's now hinting that their breakup was way messier than anyone thought. And trust, it ain't just internet gossip. Delilah's dropping bombs, y'all. She didn't just walk away from a relationship. She might have been running from secrets.
From what I understand, Tyler Perry was furious over this.
Allegations are flying, false identities, hidden desires, and even a full-blown lawsuit accusing Perry of manipulation and harassment. There's leaked texts floating around too, whispers of shady behavior with male actors and quiet cuts from his inner circle. What once looked like a peaceful split might have been her way out of a storm. And now, with receipts being posted and legal drama building up, Perry's squeaky clean image could be falling apart fast. Let's not forget, these two kept their whole relationship super low-key. No red carpets, no big public dates, no wedding talk. Then boom, Tyler posts on IG, "I'm 51, single, and wondering what the next chapter in my life will look like." That was it. No tag, no mention of her, not even a soft goodbye.
And when it got really dark, I give you 2 words that helped me. Encourage yourself. If the people around me were negative and naysayers, and listen, I had people that loved me that told me to stop. I was never going to make it. They weren't. My mother told me I was never going to make it. It wasn't that she was trying to hurt me. It's just that she couldn't see what God had planted in me. And her vision for me was to go and work at the phone company, make a few $100s a month and get some benefits. She would have been very happy with that. But when God puts something down on the inside of you and it starts growing, it will stretch everything inside of you till it gets out.
Officially, it was called an amicable split. No shade, no beef, but fans weren't buying it. Perry, who built his empire off emotional, soul-bearing storytelling, suddenly got real quiet when it came to his own life. That silence, it set off alarms. See, folks been side-eyeing Perry for years. Rumors about his preferences have always been a hot topic. And every time someone hinted that he might be into men, it allegedly triggered serious backlash. So when he stayed in a long-term relationship with Delila, a lot of people believed it wasn't love, it was strategy.
So there I was in this moment trying to get to this place, trying to push, trying to make it happen. And I had to encourage myself. And what I mean by that is something to get away from everything negative that's around you. Block it out with all you can. Block it out completely and start putting on music and read things and read the word and things that encourage you, things that are going to make you stronger inside, because the strength, when it gets in this, comes from the soul. Everything else got to get in line. I think it comes from within first.
People online said it straight up. The relationship looked like a PR move to kill off the talk and protect his family man image. Neither Perry nor Delila ever responded to the rumors, but staying quiet didn't help. It only made the speculation louder. One ex-user went viral saying, "He's still acting like he likes women. I guess he gonna come out like Da Brat did." So when that lawsuit hit, exposing private convos and messy accusations, fans started rethinking everything about how Perry and Delila really ended. Now, her walking away don't look so peaceful anymore. It's starting to look like Delila didn't just dip, she escaped. Like she saw the train wreck coming and made her move before it all hit the fan. But here's where it gets wild. The real shocker ain't just the accusation, it's what's in those receipts. Word is, Perry allegedly approached actor Dixon like it was all business, talking gigs, roles, mentorship. But then it turned dark. The messages reportedly turned into late-night texts, unsolicited flirting, and even physical stuff. Yeah, that's what Dixon is claiming.
So often we forget when we see celebrities and people who've achieved so much, people like Tyler, we don't understand that middle point. You know a little bit of the beginning, you come from nothing and you build up to being this giant. But what did that gray area in the middle look like? And that really defines someone's success, right? Just of that dedication and not giving up.
One viral message straight up read, "I would frack you. I haven't been touched in months." And that's not fan fiction. This is attached to real names, timestamps, screenshots, even sworn legal statements. That's when folks started circling back to Delila. If these claims hold any weight, then her exit wasn't just a breakup. It was a calculated escape plan. Maybe she'd been putting pieces together all along, and Dixon's lawsuit confirmed what she'd already suspected. Rumor has it, Delila allegedly knew about Perry's off-the-grid lifestyle, but kept her lips sealed, for her son's sake, for her own rep, and maybe even to help keep Perry's empire from crumbling. But when that lawsuit dropped, people instantly asked the real question: is this why she left? Remember, Perry gave that cryptic post saying he was single and soul-searching. But Delila, she stayed on mute. No defending him, no clapping back, no nothing. She just vanished. And now, that silence feels loud as hell, like she was already backing away from the fallout, way before the world saw the smoke. And now those old rumors that used to live in gossip blogs and fan forums, they're being dragged into daylight. This lawsuit just lit the match. Dixon's court docs break everything down step by step. He claims they first crossed paths in 2019 at an industry event. Perry allegedly noticed him, asked for his number, and started hinting at possible acting roles. Not long after, boom, Dixon got cast. Everything seemed chill until it wasn't. Fast forward a year, Dixon says Perry invited him to his Atlanta home, thinking it was about mentorship or maybe another project. He pulled up, but according to him, things took a turn. Too much drinking, crashing in the guest room, and then waking up to Perry allegedly touching his thighs. Dixon says he shut it down real quick, but after that night, things got cold between them. Then things took an even darker turn. Dixon claims Perry kept hitting him up with messages that weren't just friendly. These texts have been all over the internet now. One of them straight up says no straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to fuck you. I would. And in another, Perry allegedly asked him what it would take to be guiltless. Yeah, he got that real. But here's where it really gets twisted. Dixon says the role Perry cast him in, a gay homeless man who trades sex for a place to sleep, wasn't just acting. According to Dixon, that character was a mirror of what Perry allegedly wanted in real life. He says Perry told him he needed someone loyal, submissive, and fully dependent on him. Like what? By then, Dixon says he felt boxed in, trapped. He didn't want to lose his role or burn bridges, but he also didn't feel safe anymore. He claims he tried to set boundaries and told Perry he wasn't into him, but Perry allegedly kept pushing. The messages didn't stop. Then came the breaking point in 2020. Dixon says he went to visit Perry again, thinking it was work-related, but Perry allegedly hit him with, "Do you like it rough in bed?" before grabbing him by the throat and saying, "Look how excited you just got." That's when Dixon says he shoved Perry off and dipped, but it didn't stop there. Dixon says another night, Perry came into the guest room wearing nothing but underwear, allegedly pulled his own shorts down, groped him and whispered, "Relax and just let it happen." Dixon says he dodged the moment by switching the subject and getting out of there fast. Fast forward to 2024. Dixon filed a formal complaint with the EEOC, quit the show, dropped the lawsuit. That's when Perry's team hit back hard. His lawyer called the whole thing a scam, saying Dixon got close to Perry just to set him up. His exact words? "This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam." But Perry himself? Dead silent. And that silence is screaming right now, especially to folks who think Delila saw this chaos brewing way before anyone else did and got out before the mess exploded. People close to the situation say Delila had concerns for a while. Allegedly, she noticed Perry having late-night meetups, forming two personal bonds with young male staff, and growing cold at home. Some insiders say she was already feeling uneasy, but it wasn't until the whispers of inappropriate behavior started swirling that she finally said, "I'm done." Some folks say the final straw for Delila wasn't just the vibe, it was the receipts. Word is she either saw or heard about the kinds of texts Perry was allegedly sending to other men. Messages that didn't just cross the line, they jumped over it. And when you mix that with the pressure of faking a picture-perfect relationship for the public, yeah, She might have hit her limit and decided to bounce. Now, Delila hasn't made any public statements, but gossip blogs say she's quietly cheering on the legal process from behind the scenes. She ain't defending Perry, she ain't spinning the story, she's not even trying to keep things civil, and honestly, that silence speaks volumes. Insiders claim that ever since she walked away, Delila's cut off Perry's whole circle. No more joint events, no more keeping up appearances. She's been focused on her own lane, activism, modeling, and raising her son. And maybe, just maybe, she left not because she was bitter, but because she saw this whole mess brewing before it exploded. What once got painted as a peaceful split now looks more like a smart escape. And if Dixon's lawsuit turns out to be legit, Delila won't just be the ex. She'll be seen as the one who got out just in time. As soon as the lawsuit hit the internet, things blew up. Screenshots, court papers, and alleged texts were flooding timelines faster than anyone could fact-check them. And of course, social media went into full battle mode. Some were ready to cancel Perry on the spot, others screamed setup. One user tweeted, "I had no idea Tyler Perry is gay." And someone instantly clapped back, "Y'all acting like this news. He been fruity. The only shock is it's finally in court." Supporters of the LGBTQ+ community had mixed reactions too. For some, this raised deep questions. Was Perry wrestling with his own identity? Was this a case of inner conflict turning into something darker? Or just another celebrity getting dragged through the mud by clout chasers? Not everyone bought into the scandal. Some folks felt the alleged messages just sounded like awkward flirting, not full-on misconduct. One person posted, "This just looks like cringe flirting and dry convo." People always ready to cancel someone without the full story. But with court docs flying and social media on fire, one thing was clear: this wasn't going away quietly. People online had plenty to say. One person tweeted, "They'll believe anything bad about a black man." Another chimed in, "This sounds like an older dude trying to help a closeted younger guy. Yeah, he sounds fruity, but not predatory." But not everyone was giving Perry a pass. Some users were firmly on Dixon's side, pointing to the tone and energy in the texts. "Perry was clearly into Derek Dixon," one user posted. "It's all in the messages." Then came the backlash against Dixon. Some folks started picking it apart, looking at the timing, the screenshots, even the vibe of the claims. "Where's the actual explicit stuff?" one skeptic asked. "I don't even see a direct threat. Dixon's probably lying." And just like that, the internet was split again. Still, even with the back and forth, people couldn't ignore the patterns, the casting, the roles, the alleged behavior. To a lot of folks, this wasn't some random mix-up. It looked targeted. Dixon's character was literally built to reflect his own vulnerable situation, and that has fans calling foul. And stuck in the middle, Delila. Her walking away from Perry, was it quiet strength or a calculated exit move before things went public? Whatever the motive, one thing's for sure. This story hit the net and it's not going anywhere. Whether you believe Dixon or not, the opinions are flying non-stop. And Perry's silence, it's only making the noise louder. He hasn't clapped back, hasn't denied, hasn't explained, not a word. Meanwhile, the court case is heating up and the world is watching. Maybe Delila dipped to protect her peace. Or maybe she was protecting everything. Her kid, her reputation, even Perry's empire. Either way, this mess is far from over. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell because what's coming next? It could flip the whole story on its head.